Morning, everyone. All right. Today I'm going to be talking about single candle mitigation block. All right. So welcome to Minute FX. Please try subscribe to this channel and click the like button, probably the notification bell to get notification when videos like this drop. All right. On my previous video, I explained something about how to stack boom and crash. All right. The principle that we used or that was used there is just the principle of SCMB. All right, the single candle mitigation block. All right. So I'm going to explain the principle here so that you can actually get it. All right. So this is structure, and then we have our inducement here. All right. This was our inducement, which was taken. All right. Inducement was taken IDM. All right, so inducement was taken here. And then we have this demand zone around here. All right. This is a demand zone that we want price to react from. All right. On the same time frame, basically, all right, the same time frame. When price gets into that zone and the candle that tests the zone closed, either a bullish candle or a bearish candle, it closes and another candle formed above it and closed above that candle, right? Like this is the high of the first candle, you see? That's the high there where the red line is. And this is the low of that candle. If another candle, which is this, the second candle closes above it, the third candle should try and mitigate this first candle high, all right? So this is where the first candle high is, and your stop loss should be below the candle. All right. So you can put your stop loss either below the candle or below the range low. All right. But the fact is, the concept is just when a candle tests a zone, the second candle that forms after it should go above it and close. Let's say this one tested the zone and another candle formed and didn't close above this and also went below this candle. All right. Your candle changes from this to the next one that closes, that moved below it, either with a wick or whatever, or closes below it. But this is the lowest candle, all right, based on the move down. This is the lowest candle, and price, the next candle that formed actually moved and closed above it. You see that I marked the wick, so it's the wick you are supposed to mark, and then the wick below. So above the wick, candle closes above it, then the next, which is the third candle, supposed to come back and touch the first candle, all right, which is the candle that is supposed to be mitigated as another block. And then as soon as that is mitigated, price will continue pushing up. And that is what we have here, all right? That's what we have here, all right? Price cleared the high of the first candle, close above it, then the next candle comes and mitigate it, and then you see price kept pushing up. So this is just the concept of SCMB, all right? So it's the concept of single candle mitigation block, all right? So it happens on most of the chart. The only problem is that sometimes price might not come back to mitigate this first candle, all right? So as such, you can just allow it go, especially if you are using this on higher time frame. But I encourage that you use it on lower time frame so that even if you want to enter after this candle closes above and your stop loss will be below, the risk will still be minimal, all right? So, but, you know, this is an engulfing candle, all right? It engulfed the first one. It went above the first one and closed above it, then that is an engulfing candle. So this is what we anticipate. We anticipate an engulfing candle, and then the third candle should come and mitigate the first one, and then we are all right. So this is just the example I want to show you on mitigation block. That's single candle mitigation block. So that's the concept I explained. So I'm going to go to the rechart now so that we can see what we have. All right. So let's go to the rechart. Single mitigation block. All right. So let's go. All right, let's watch this. Let me start from somewhere here. All right, I don't want to go very far, but I want you to get the gist. All right, okay. Now watch this. this was the high. This is the high. This was the inducement here. I marked this out in my previous video. All right. So this was the inducement, and that was taken. All right. That was taken. All right. Just with small wick. Okay. So it was taken. I want you to be able to get the picture very well. So let me come again. So this is the high. All right. High. Let me mark it. Higher high. All right. And this is the higher low here. The higher low here. All right. So that's the higher low. All right. So that's the higher low here. All right. So what do we do? Now, as soon as price cleared inducement, and then we have this zone mitigated. This is the order block we want to be mitigated on this time frame. The next thing to do is see this candle that mitigate that zone. See it here, this bullish candle. Let me zoom in so that you can see very well. You mark the highs and the lows. All right. So this is the high here. This candle, this bullish candle. See it here. This is the high. So that's the high. The bullish candle is the lowest candle. Is the lowest candle. You see, it's the lowest candle. It's the candle with the lowest low. All right. And then you mark the low. So that's the low. Now, what you do is, you see, a candle has already closed above it. This candle here closed above it. All right. What you anticipate is you can set your limit here. All right. You see, I told you it's wide. It's a kind of wide stuff. So using it on higher time frame is not encouraged, but you can actually take advantage of it. Maybe we explain it better later on, but I will keep building on this over time. All right. So that you can see it properly. So this is where we are looking out from. So my limit would have been here. This candle wick. So this candle high would have been where my entry will be, and my stop loss will be below here. All right, so let's do this. My entry will be here. Now, before I put this there, all right, you see that this candle went above it, closed above it. The next candle that formed came back into it, even if it's with a wick, came back into this bullish candle, which was the lowest candle. So this is the candle. This is the order block, single candle order block. So this mitigated that candle, and then price started pushing up. So your entry would have been here. All right, yeah. So your entry would have been here. I'll show you how you can use lower time frame to take advantage of this also, but that's not today. I don't want the video to be long. All right. So you have your stop loss will be below here, and then your target will be this high here. Yeah, so that's the high. So that's about 1 to 3, which is high risk. All right, so it's high risk, but I will teach you how to use it and enter it on lower time frame. But so that you can get it, all right, I just wanted to show you using higher time frame. All right, so that's how to use it. All right, so that's a single candle mitigation block. All right, so this is what you have, and then price came into it with this single candle and then pushed up. So that's just as simple as it can be. So it's just as simple as it can be. All right, let me check H4. Let's see whether we can have something like this on H4. So I want to just show you on H4. All right, I want to show you on H4 how to use it. The concept is just straightforward, simple. All right, let me just check this area. so that we won't go far. All right, so how did this sell happen? That's why I told you sometimes it might not come there, sometimes it might. All right, so now watch this. This was the zone that we want to actually sell from. All right, so we want to sell from there after this had happened. Structure broke to the downside. All right, so we have market structure shift. So we want inducement to be taken, which was here. Inducement was here. So inducement has to be taken there, all right? So price came into it. So as soon as price came into it, you see, this was the highest candle into this zone. So you mark the highs and the lows. So see, we mark this high. And the low of the candle, all right? So this is the low of the candle here. So you see that the next candle closed below it, and then, price kept going. The third candle didn't come into it. Not necessarily that the third candle is the one that comes into it. Any candle can come into it, all right? But not necessarily that is a third candle or anything. So price went down, cleared this low, and then price now came back after a very long time to mitigate this candle, all right? If it doesn't happen immediately, it will, happen maybe later on, all right? So you have to pay attention to it. So price came into it. So as soon as price came into that, you should have been able to take your trade to the downside, all right? So your entry would have been somewhere here. So stop loss above the candle, and then your TP should be here. All right, so you have this about 1 to 3.8, all right, reach to the wall. So TP hit and then boom, that's okay. So it's just the same thing over and over, the same concept, of mitigation and all. All right, yeah. There's another one somewhere here. Okay, so this is the zone. I just want to show you directly from the zone so that you can see it. All right, so this is the zone we are looking out for. The candle that tests this zone was here. So that's the lowest candle. See the high here? See that price didn't test it. See, sometimes price might not come for it, especially on these time frames. So if it didn't come for it, you just allow it go. All right, so price didn't come and test it here. All right, so we allow it pass. So it just passed. It just passed. And you see, unfortunately, see what happened. Price now came for it later. Let me mark it. See, that's just what you have to bear in mind. All right, price might not come for it now, but price will eventually come for it later. So, and that's it. Price came into it and it has been pushing up since. See how good the trade is. All right, see how good the trade was. All right, so that's that. So I just wanted to show you this, all right, for the purpose of understanding. So try to subscribe to the channel, all right, give us a thumbs up and then click on the notification bell for notification when videos drop. Cheers. Thank you very much. Have a profitable trading career. Bye.